What's up, athletes? Welcome back. You know that releasing body fat is not just about what we're eating and how much we're moving. In fact, that's what they've told us all this time, that calories in must be less than calories out in order for us to release weight. And that's simply not true. There are so many other factors that come into play. And if you've been struggling to release weight, then I want to tell you that it's not your fault. It's not you. In fact, our diet is not just what we're eating. It's what we're watching. It's what we're listening to. It's the conversations that we are engaging in. And ultimately, it's also about regulating our hormones and our gut health. Those two are the greatest factors in creating a transformation. You know, they say to us that in order for us to be healthy, we have to release weight. But it's the other way around. We actually need to be healthy in order for us to release weight. And so that means we have to master the gut health. We have to make sure that there's no inflammation in the body by eating more of the foods that serve us and by also understanding what it is that is creating inflammation. Oftentimes, that's stress. And now, the other thing that we have to work on is managing particular hormones. Insulin and cortisol being the two most important hormones that create weight gain. And so understanding these hormones and understanding how to regulate them becomes essential. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about cortisol. And cortisol is the stress hormone. We don't think about it, but if we are in constant state of stress, whether that's our environment, whether that's work, whether that's chemical stress, or whether that's emotional stress, then we are in a constant state where our cortisol is high, and no matter what we do, we have more of that tendency to store fat. So today, I want you to think about how you can create more calmness in your life. Maybe by starting meditation, by focusing on breath, and by exercising and really focusing on getting good quality sleep and nutrition to help you recover and rest. Athletes, if you are new here, go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that we keep training together. Today we are doing a 6-minute full body HIIT workout to sculpt and tone the body using only a pair of dumbbells. Today I'm working with a medium weight pair of dumbbells, and we are working for 45 seconds and resting for 15 seconds through 6 different exercises. This is a wild card workout, so I show you your first movement, then going forward, you're going to check out this box above to know what's coming up next. Now, again, if you have a training partner, then share this workout with your training partner so that you hold accountability together and you keep showing up to encourage each other. All right, athletes, now let's get started. Our first movement today is a curtsy lunge. Now, I'm first going to show you what the back lunge looks like, and then I'll show you the curtsy lunge. So when we're doing a back lunge, we want to drive the foot back and bring the knee into the floor, creating a 90-degree angle in the forward and back leg, and we keep the torso straight. When we're doing the curtsy lunge, we want to actually cross the leg over the midline. So instead of sending it back, we're going to send it over and then gently bring the knee to the floor. It's so important to be mindful of how gently we bring that knee onto the floor because we're always focused on protecting that knee. Now, the curtsy lunge targets these really nice spots here on the side, the gluteus medius, and really helps us not only control stability with gait, but also really a lot of strength in that lower body movements that we do together. All right, athletes, so let's get started. When you're going to use the weight today, I want you to keep the back flat as you pick up the weights. You're going to bring the weights onto the shoulders, and now you're welcome also to join me today without any weights at all. So go ahead and cross over that midline, bring the knee down gently to the floor, you'll come back, and then switch to the other side. All right, are you ready to rock and roll in 3, 2, 1, and go. So keep those elbows up, go ahead and cross the midline, and you notice I come right back to the front here. My feet are together, just making it a little bit easier for me to switch into that lunge position. So side view would look something like this. Really important to keep that 90-degree angle, forward and back leg. And then if you're finding that you're having a hard time keeping the balance, maybe find a spot on the floor in front of you. And then again, gently bring the knees down, oxygenate those muscles, continue to breathe. It's 1 breath per rep. 10 more seconds, you got this. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, our next movement today is a deadlift. So let's go nice and wide. We're gonna push the knees out, keep the chest straight, and now you're gonna touch the floor lightly with the weights, and then press against the floor to stand, squeeze the glutes in the top position. So inhale, and then exhale, stand all the way up and squeeze the glutes. Now, if you're going to
Just try to come up as fast as you can. You'll end up lifting with the low back. This is exactly what we want to avoid. So push against the floor to stand. Inhale as you come down. Again, push against that floor to stand. And then really connect with that floor. Imagine that it's a massive leg press machine. You're trying to push it away from you. And then look straight, because if you look down, the spine will follow, and we want a straight back. That's it. Inhale, and then exhale up. A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, next up is buckle under. So you can go ahead and place your hands on your dumbbells if you'd like, or you place your hands on the floor. And now this is a beautiful exercise. It always looks like nothing much, but very soon the burn starts. So you're gonna extend, come all the way down, and you'll notice that your heels lift up, and that's completely fine. So come all the way down, push the heels into the floor. And it's not about speed, just make sure that you're able to do your full range of motion. If you have any issues around the knees, no need to come down so low. You could even just hang out with me up here. You'll still get that beautiful burn, but just try to stay consistent here. Continue to breathe. Just have a few more reps to go. That's it. Stay consistent. You got this. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, shake it off. Next, we're going to do a push press. Keep the back flat. Bring the weights onto the shoulders. And now imagine you're about to start a jump. So you're gonna just dip the knees slightly and then use that dip to drive the weights up overhead. So notice that I lower with control, and then I try to create power by really quickly extending the hips, extending the knees. Now, if you're doing this, that's too low. So think about what you would do to jump. You just dip the knees and then explode. And it's okay also if you jump a little bit, come off the floor, just stay consistent. And then I use that end of the last rep to initiate the next one. So I go ahead and lower the weight, and then I explode. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and get on the ground. We're gonna do a straight leg raise. So go ahead and make a little triangle with the hands, and then tuck it under the sacrum. And then you can keep your head on the floor if you wish for a little bit of a challenge, or keep your head on the floor if you're feeling any strain in the neck. Inhale. As you lower your legs, try and keep the feet off the floor if you can. And then as you lift up the legs, go ahead and exhale. Good work. Continue to breathe. We're almost done here. Only have one more exercise left to do. 15 more seconds. Good job. Switching into a Dolphin Plank next. One of my all-time favorites. Definitely one of the ones that I feel the core with the most. Loving that plank position. And break. All right, let's go ahead and get into our plank now. When we line up for our plank, it's really important that the shoulders and the elbows are in line. And then we'll extend the legs, and you're welcome here to elevate your forearms on a chair or a couch, but squeeze the glutes and then drive the upper back towards the ceiling, and then slowly push back and forth as though you're trying to come up onto your toes. So one fault I see is this with the Dolphin Plank. So I want you to imagine that your body stays horizontal the whole time, and you're just pushing back and forth. So that's it. Continue to breathe. 20 seconds here. You got this. That's it. Connect with the body. Continue to push that upper back towards the ceiling. Don't break. You got this. We can do this. 5 more seconds here. And in 3, 2, 1, break. All right, we made it. Good work, athletes. Congratulate yourself always for showing up for you. Remember that if you have it in you, go ahead and repeat one more time, or check out the other video I have linked for you at the end of this one to complete today's training. I love to hear from you, so comment below. Let me know how this went for you. What else would you like to see? And then if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe and like this video so that we keep training together. All right, let's go refuel, rehydrate, and meet up in the next one. You got this.